Super Mario 1990 coming at you with the Batman trailer reaction. DC Fandome 21 just took place, I guess, yesterday. And so, they kind of got together. It's like about DC, kind of like Comic Con for DC, where they talk about, all the DC characters Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, them, see what they got coming up. And I didn't actually watch it, I didn't actually stream it. I might do it sometime, on my own time just to see, like, what all they talked about, what really went down. But what I just did was I just went like and like read an article that kind of like overviewed all the best like highlights from DC Fandom 21, and it was cool. They talked about some things that I actually watched. I had found out that I guess they had talked about some cast members that talked about season 3 of Batwoman that's starting right now. That's going on. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I'll definitely want to check that out. They talked about Harley Quinn season 3, which I was worried about because the animated series with Harley Quinn. I was like, is that still a thing? Because I saw the first 2 seasons, loved them. She had me cracking up. I love Harley Quinn. So like anything Harley Quinn related, I'm all for it, right? And so I'm like, is the season 3 happening? Because it's been a little while. Like I think season 3 is due to be, coming out soon. But they actually are recording it. I think they're not exactly finished yet, but season 3 is going to be coming. So I'm glad to hear about that. And they had also talked about doing a Blu-ray release of Superman, the animated series, the one from the 90s. Kind of came out alongside Batman animated series. I grew up off of both of these shows. Like my introduction to superheroes was actually from Superman was the first one that I've seen, and then Batman, my favorite one of all time, off of these 90s shows. And so it's cool. Like I actually got you probably could see it on the side maybe, but I got like a whole DVD collection. I got all 4 volumes of Batman animated series. My favorite piece of media of all time, period, is this right here, Batman, the animated series from the 90s. And Superman was a really good one too. I just never bought the volumes, but it's cool that I didn't because they're actually going to do a Blu-ray release. I think in like the next couple of days. I think sometime this month. So I'm like, that's what's up. So I can just check out the whole Blu-ray release. And then they also had talked about what I really liked. They were talking about trailers for the Batman that's going to be coming out next year that I'm going to do a trailer reaction on in this video, and also talking about Gotham Knights, which is the video game. It's going to be released next year as well, and the other video game, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, going to be releasing as well. I want to do a trailer reaction of those two as well, but just on a different video. But this one, we're just going to be talking about the Batman. And honestly, coming into it, hearing about Robert Pattinson playing Batman, I was really skeptical. Like, I don't know, man. I think that's the cat from, Twilight. I ain't watched the Twilight movies. Ain't nothing I'm into. I don't really like vampires or like that. Like, unless we're talking about From Dusk Till Dawn, that was a really good vampire movie. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know about this cat. But Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, I love that idea. And Jeffrey Wright playing Jim Gordon. And I do remember seeing last year's trailer. It was like kind of like just like a teaser, giving you like a first look. They did that. It was funny. They did that for the Batman. They did that for Gotham Knights, and then Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. So it's kind of funny that a whole year later, we're actually looking at trailers now. And I guess they're going to give us more. I'm assuming they're going to give us more because it's kind of closer to the time for these things to release. All of these projects are supposed to be coming out in 2022. So we're going to look at the Batman trailer, and I'm going to give y'all my impressions and my thoughts afterwards. So let's check this out, baby. The Batman. Ooh, who they rolling up on? Oh, the Riddler.
Fear is a tool. When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
Uh-oh.
It's a warning.
Oh. That was a bad mistake, man. Ooh.
I've been trying to reach you. This is about a king and prisoners to match.
care of myself.
Alright, Zoe.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Ooh.
Take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Oh. Catwoman got the ratchet.
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
Zoe looking real good in that suit, man. Man.
I'm vengeance.
That might be nice. Ooh. That man going to town, man. Oh. I don't think you did, man. Oh. March 4th, 2022. Oh, okay. So we about 5 months away. Okay, yo, that actually looks really good. Okay, honestly, when they was just talking about it, this is before last year trailer. When they was just talking about it, I was like, I don't know, I ain't really feeling it. They were showing pictures. I did not like the suit. I still not really feeling the suit, but I didn't like the Batmobile. It was like too retro for me, especially after coming from the Tumblr, you know, and the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm like, this is just too plain for me. I don't know, this looks boring. But seeing this whole trailer in action, this actually looks really good. Like it's not Dark Knight trilogy good, but it's like it does to me look like next best thing good. Like it'll be like a tier underneath, I think. It's action packed. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Like Batman, if you see the combat in here, dude is just getting vicious with it. Like I mean, I saw a little bit of that, you know, in last year's trailer, that one scene where he just kept brutally beating that one dude down who shot him. But in this one, it's like he's doing that throughout the whole movie. It looks like he real dark. He battling some demons within these you know, henchmen and these villains, and so it's looking really good, looking really action packed. I actually do like seeing the Batmobile. The Batmobile actually is really nice now. Actually seeing it in action, that little scene they showed toward the end, actually looks really nice. The environment, everything looks dark, looks gritty, looks Batmanish like it's supposed to. Loving seeing more Zoe Kravitz, because I was wondering like what's her screen time like in this. This trailer shows her like throughout, so it's like okay, they're gonna be right there. So it's gonna be really nice to see her. She looking real good in that suit. She gonna be kicking butt. She gonna be doing her thing. Jeffrey Wright's supposed to be Jim Gordon. I think we got a glimpse of him. You know, I don't know how his presence is gonna be, but I keep forgetting that old boy Colin Farrell is the one that's playing the Penguin, because he just looks so unrecognizable. It's not old boy from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. That's Colin Farrell from SWAT, from Miami Vice, Pride and Glory, Dead Man Down. Personally, I think his best. I think Dead Man Down so underrated, but that's him. And that voice, that's not his voice. Like you can tell he actually like went and did some research. He sound more like a darker version of Danny DeVito's Penguin, which I think Danny DeVito's Penguin is probably the best Penguin of all of them. I've seen a lot of Batman projects. Like I grew up off the animated series, like I told you. I really like that Penguin. The Penguin from, you know, Gotham. So I think Danny DeVito has the best one. He's looking pretty menacing in here. Colin Farrell, he might be in that list. He might be in that top tier Penguin list. We'll see. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing out this movie, man. It looks really, really good. Man, COVID better die by the time March come up, because I really do want to see this in theaters, man. I really do want to see this now. Like at first I was just like, it's Batman, I want to give it a shot, but I'll wait till cable. Seeing these last two trailers, I'm like, I do want to see this movie. I want to see it day one or as soon as I can access it, you know, even before cable. Like this is looking really good. I'm liking it. I think, like I said earlier, could be the next best like live action Batman. right underneath the Dark Knight trilogy. I really like those movies, like Batman Begins. I was disappointed at the Dark Knight on first watch, but when I saw it over and over again, especially after seeing the Dark Knight Rises, because they tied it in so well. Dark Knight Rises, like I said, to this day, my favorite superhero movie of all time. But I'm like, okay, this is gonna be up there. It looks like this is gonna be like you just right underneath them. Can't wait to see this. Can't wait to see what's going down. Can't wait to see how it shakes up. We got the Riddler in this joint. We got Penguin in this joint. We got Catwoman, obviously. We got Batman. We got a good roster. Jim Gordon, by Jeffrey Wright, like I said, we got a good roster. Um, yeah, just really can't wait to see it, y'all. March 4th, 2022. Finally, I feel like they've been talking about it forever, so it's cool that it's about to be this close, finally coming out. Hopefully, it don't get pushed back again. I don't think it will. I think everybody kind of comfortable with how things are going. I think everybody's pretty much sticking to their dates. They ready to go. But it is your boy Super Mario 1990. Let me know how y'all feeling about this movie. If y'all love Batman like I do, what is y'all favorite Batman? Like, even comic books. I don't read comic books, honestly. I just am familiar with like the cartoons or like live action shows and live action movies or even animated movies too. But yeah, man, my favorite Batman is Batman the animated series. Like I said, my favorite medium, period. Out of anything, I think Batman the animated series is just my favorite project whatsoever, man. But this was Super Mario 1990, and I'm out. Peace in.